Hi there, this is Shanzai.com, and we just got our hands on today an exciting new little device that we thought we'd throw on video quickly for our very first look at the device. We'll do a full review of the product in a few days after we've played with it, but just because we haven't seen this on video before, you might want to check it out. We've got in our hands here a Moonse E7001 7-inch Android-based tablet. That's Android 1.5, and it's a rock chip 600 MHz processor-based device. Now, it's got an interesting iPad-like iRobot Android sort of design on the box and the casing. It comes with a power supply. It comes with two cables. Both have micro USB on one end, and there's a male and female USB connection on the other end to connect to your devices and your PC, and the obligatory set of headphones for you as well. Now, here's the device itself. Actually, it's quite small. After playing with the iPad for a few days, it's only a 7-inch form factor. It's kind of got almost all screen on the front here, with the exception of one button, which is actually the power button. And you can't see really on video because it's a little bit too dark. But hidden behind the back panel here is also a red indicator light, which glows when you're actually charging up the device. Flipping over to the iOS edge of the device, we've got a microphone, micro USB slot, two micro USB connection ports, an on-off button for actually permanently powering on and off your device, a headphones port, and then finally here's the very small power charging connection port as well. Rotating the device over to the top edge of the device, there's also a rocker switch, which includes a home and a back button, so you can back and forth there, move back through your applications or straight back to the home page by pressing those buttons. There's no other actual buttons on the device in terms of that, so it's quite a simplistic design. There is a small slot here on the back of the device for the speaker connection, the speaker can let the sound out. But otherwise, the build quality feels very nice and solid. Because it's so small, it feels very comfortable in your hand. And actually, after playing with the iPad, you don't feel like you're going to break it. It just seems much more easy to hang on to. And maybe it's also the good price also. You don't feel so nervous about dropping it. So here's the actual device itself. On the home screen, I've already moved some of the preloaded applications, which in this case include Facebook, Gtalk, YouTube, Gmail, browser, Google Maps, weather forecasts, the feature as well. Inside here, there's a few more applications that I haven't moved over yet. These includes things like Skype, a few of the more Chinese applications with QQ. There's MSN there as well. But a lot more of the social networking type of applications preloaded on the device. We'll go into those and how they perform actually in more detail with the review that we'll be doing. I just want to say the home screen is actually fairly useful that way, but also the screen is actually quite responsive. I've just switched over to our kind of a widget page that I set up, which just got the clock on it, our obligatory calendar sort of notification widget, and the Facebook application, which we haven't logged into yet. The other thing that's kind of interesting on the device, I'm just going to give you a little sneak preview before we do the review, is that there's the Android market, and there's also another Android.com connection for Chinese applications. But I have connected this device to the Android market, and you are able to search around and find applications on the Android market. The trick being is it seems to be a little bit tough to find useful 1.5 applications. But we'll get into the performance and how all the applications and things on the device work a little bit more later and in the full review. So that's it for a quick and dirty first look at the Moonse E7001 7-inch